The pyramids are humanity's greatest riddle. Built in a time when bronze was cutting-edge technology, these monuments still defy our understanding of engineering, astronomy, and mathematics. They were not simply tombs, they were something more. But what exactly, we still do not know.
The Great Pyramids of Giza rise from the desert like stone giants frozen in time. For over 4,500 years they have stood watch, weathering storms, dynasties, and the endless shifting sands. Yet despite centuries of study, one question has never been fully answered. Where did they really come from? Were they merely tombs, or something far more mysterious? Mainstream Egyptology insists the pyramids were built as tombs for pharaohs, an extravagant display of power and wealth. But there's a problem. Not a single mummy has ever been found inside the Great Pyramid. No hieroglyphs, no inscriptions, nothing to suggest it was meant to hold a king's body. If it wasn't a tomb, then what was it? The sheer scale of the Great Pyramid defies imagination. Built from over 2 million limestone blocks, some weighing up to 80 tons, it stretches nearly 500 feet into the sky. To this day, modern engineers struggle to explain how an ancient civilization with no iron tools, no wheels, and no cranes managed such a feat. Are we underestimating the ancients or overlooking another possibility? One theory suggests the pyramids weren't just monuments, but machines. Specifically, power plants designed to harness natural energy from the earth itself. The internal chambers, angled shafts, and strange alignments appear almost mechanical, as though the pyramid were a giant engine. But if that's true, who built it, and what was the power used for? Some researchers point to the incredible precision of the Great Pyramid. Its base is almost perfectly aligned to true north, off by less than 1/20th of a degree. Even more baffling, its dimensions encode advanced mathematical constants like pi and the golden ratio. Did the ancient Egyptians really calculate such numbers? Or did they inherit this knowledge from someone else?
The precision of the Great Pyramid isn't just impressive, it's inexplicable for its time. We have to remember, this was a culture without compasses, without advanced instruments. Either they had techniques we've lost, or the knowledge came from somewhere else entirely.
Others argue the pyramids predate the Egyptians themselves. Geologist Robert Schoch notes erosion patterns on the Sphinx that suggest it could be thousands of years older than the official timeline. If the Sphinx is older, could the pyramids also belong to a forgotten civilization? A culture wiped from history, leaving behind only stone clues? Then there's the Orion correlation theory. The 3 pyramids of Giza seem to mirror the stars of Orion's belt with uncanny accuracy. Ancient texts describe Osiris, the god of the afterlife, associated with Orion. Were the pyramids celestial markers, or were they built to connect humanity with something beyond the earth? But not all explanations involve gods and lost civilizations. Some skeptics argue the pyramids were simply the result of brute force and ingenuity. With enough laborers, ramps, and decades of work, maybe it was possible. Yet even if we accept that, the question remains, why build them with such astronomical precision? Why encode cosmic secrets into a tomb? The mystery deepens when we look inside the Great Pyramid. Narrow shafts point directly to key stars, but they're far too small for people to crawl through. Some suggest they were symbolic soul tunnels for the pharaoh's spirit. Others see them as part of an energy system, perhaps a way to channel resonance from the earth or sky. In fact, the Great Pyramid structure resonates at a frequency of 432 Hz. the same frequency some claim is tied to the natural vibration of the universe. Coincidence? Or was the pyramid designed as a resonating chamber, amplifying sound and energy? If so, what or who was it built to communicate with? Legends from ancient Egypt speak of the god Thoth, said to have given humanity knowledge of writing, science, and architecture. Some fringe theories claim Thoth wasn't a god at all, but a figure from another world or another time. Could the pyramids be evidence of advanced knowledge passed down by beings we now call gods? Skeptics dismiss such ideas as fantasy, pointing instead to practical explanations. Maybe the pyramids were massive grain silos. Maybe they were symbolic mountains, meant to help the dead ascend to the heavens. But again, these theories fail to explain the precision, the mathematics, and the astronomical alignments. Too many questions remain unanswered.
Every theory seems to explain one piece of the puzzle, but none explain all of it. That's what makes the pyramids so haunting. The Egyptians clearly built them, but the inspiration behind them may lie beyond our historical memory.
Travel a little deeper, and the mystery takes an even stranger turn. Ancient texts describe the pyramids as places of initiation, where priests and kings underwent spiritual transformations. Some researchers suggest the pyramids were consciousness-altering devices, designed to induce visions or out-of-body experiences. Were they tombs or gateways to other dimensions? Even Napoleon was unsettled by the pyramids. During his Egyptian campaign in 1798, he spent a night alone in the king's chamber. When he emerged, pale and shaken, he refused to speak of what he saw. "You would never believe me," he reportedly said. What could have terrified one of the most powerful men in history? Modern scientists have also uncovered anomalies. In 2017, researchers using cosmic ray imaging discovered massive hidden voids inside the Great Pyramid. These chambers, larger than an airplane, have never been explored. What lies within? Treasure? Knowledge? Or something else humanity isn't ready to face? And then there's the water theory. Some believe the pyramids were built over underground aquifers. The movement of water beneath them could generate electricity through piezoelectric effects in the stone. In other words, the pyramids may have been giant power plants lighting up the desert long before Edison. But if they were power plants, where's the evidence of lights? Oddly enough, carvings deep inside the temples show what appear to be giant bulbs connected by cords. Mainstream archaeologists dismiss these as symbols. But the resemblance to modern technology is striking, almost unsettling. Were the ancients experimenting with electricity? Still, others argue the pyramids were time capsules. Their builders may have known that civilizations rise and fall, and so they encoded knowledge in stone, designed to last forever. The alignments, the measurements, the mathematics, perhaps they're messages waiting for us to decode. If so, what knowledge are we missing? Conspiracy theorists take it even further. Some claim the pyramids were landing pads for extraterrestrial spacecraft, pointing to depictions of flying objects in hieroglyphs. Others believe the pyramids are part of a global energy grid linked with Stonehenge, Machu Picchu, and other ancient sites. A planetary network left by someone. Yet despite the speculation, no single theory holds all the answers. Tomb, temple, power plant, star map. The pyramids seem to be all of these and none of them. The deeper we dig, the stranger the mystery becomes. It's as if the pyramids were designed to keep their secrets forever.
It's almost as though the pyramids were meant to outlast civilizations, not just as monuments, but as questions carved in stone. We know they were built by human hands, yet the precision, scale, and purpose still evade absolute certainty. Were they monuments of kings, markers of the stars, or messages meant to echo across time? Perhaps that is their greatest legacy. Not answers, but questions.
What we do know is this: the pyramids stand as a bridge between the known and the unknown, They embody both the genius of humanity and the possibility of something greater. Every stone whispers a riddle, daring us to solve it, but each answer only leads to more questions. So where did the pyramids really come from? Were they the work of human hands alone? Or was there something else at play? The truth may never be fully known, but maybe that's the point. The pyramids are not just monuments of stone, but monuments of mystery.